Hello and welcome to another fantastical episode of Lore and Loot. Today we're going to tackle two quests. That's right, talking to Rundi, he'll give us two quests at the same time. They can be completed in any order, so I think we'll do the easy one first. Rundi tells us that a Bosmer named Berwyn is having trouble with a Corprus stalker in the town of Telmora. The second quest involves an outlaw named Rels Tenim, which will take us to the town of Voss. Now, Telmora is a small town located northwest of Sadrith Mora. Normally, I would advocate for traveling there by foot, but the trip there is miserable, so I'm going to take the boat. If you do want to travel there by foot, head to the mainland like we did last episode, and then hug the coast north until you reach the town of Voss. Telmora is visible from Voss on a small island just off the coast. However you reach Telmora, you'll notice something when you arrive. There are no men anywhere. If you talk to any of the townsfolk and ask them about Telmora, they'll tell you just that. It turns out the Telvanni counselor who runs Telmora, Mistress Drotha, is literally an insane man-hating lunatic. However, this may not be entirely accurate, as some of the Telvanni guards walking around could spawn as male, so a little oversight on the part of the developers maybe, who knows. But don't worry, even if you are a male character, you can still come and go as you please. Just don't expect a warm welcome if you attempt to call upon the counselor. Anyways, she's not our main priority here. We're looking for Berwyn, and her shop is right through the middle of town here. Entering her shop and speaking to her, she'll immediately ask if we're here to deal with the Corprus Stalker. Now, this is an interesting note because she'll still ask you to deal with the Stalker even if you're not affiliated with the Fighters Guild and you just happen to walk in here randomly. But anyways, yeah, we're here to deal with the Stalker. She tells us that they've already trapped it upstairs, so let's head up and deal with it. Now, these zombie-like creatures are pretty deadly, but trapped behind the box as it is, it doesn't pose much of a problem. Our long claymore can reach it without us having to get too close to it. When we're done, we can talk to Berwyn for a disposition boost. And let's get out of here and get on with the next quest. This second quest is right around the corner in Voss. Now, Voss is really kind of two towns in one. Voss itself is a small dock and trade house and the farmer's quarters. Tel Voss is a wizard's tower, as they are called, and is where most of the folks around here live. However, we can just ask any of the farmers in Voss about Rels Tenim for information about him. Speaking with the first person we see, we are told to check out the Ahemusa camp north of Voss. The Ahemusa are a tribe of Ashlanders, the natives of Vardenfell. The camp is not a far walk north of Voss. Now, while we walk up to the camp, now is a good time to talk about Corprus. Corprus is a disease that is contracted by coming in contact with some of the diseased creatures that wander mainly in the Red Mountain region. This disease mutates the victim, transforming them into these deranged monsters. Now, although the NPCs will tell you that you can get Corprus from the Stalkers, this is actually mechanically false. You cannot contract Corprus from Corprus Stalkers in this game. There are a variety of different creatures you can encounter that have been afflicted with this disease, and we'll meet up with them later in the game. Now, once we reach the Ahemusa camp, we'll find most folks unwilling to speak with us. Greasing their palms should do the trick. Now that we've properly bribed him, he'll tell us the location of the cave where Tenim is allegedly hiding. Now, a lot of folks point to this sort of directions as one of the reasons they dislike Morrowind so much and prefer the later games in the series with their fancy quest markers and what forth. Now, admittedly, these are not the best directions given to us by an NPC in the game, but they're not so bad that we can't find the island. So, let's see here. Let's see, first island north of camp. Then northwest, 2 islands, and on the north side, Shalit. Easy enough. Now, I will admit, the first time I played this game, I thought it was this island, and I did get a bit lost, but I did find it eventually. Anyways, let's head inside. As we turn the first bend here, we'll see a barrel with a note on top of it. After reading it, we can confirm this is where Tenim and his gang are hiding. Continuing forward, we'll find no one inside this cave until we reach this really odd staircase. Next to the entrance to the next area, we find a few potions of levitation. Now, I'll go ahead and tell you, it's a trap. If we go into the next area, we actually end up in an ancestral tomb inhabited by a vampire we simply are no match for. She will destroy us incredibly quickly. No. The trick is to take these potions of levitation and head back to the entrance where we came in. Here we'll see the hidden area, which we can only reach by flying or jumping very high. It is in this elevated area that we find Tenim and his gang, and they are all a very tough fight. Each one of them killed me at least once, with this one in particular killing me the most. So you see, the trick is to get them to come at you one at a time. If you aggro more than one of them and get them in a group, you are done for. Tenim ends up being one of the easier fights out of his group, and once we kill him in his chamber, we have 2 skill books. One for Longblade, and this one of the 36 lessons of Vivek, teaches block. We can also read a page from his diary. In addition to all the potions and all the gems we also get this silver breastplate and this silver helmet, so we come out a little bit better armored than we came in. And now we can head back and report to Rundi for a total of 700 gold. He told us both jobs paid 200, but the Stalker quest actually pays 500 total. And honestly, we got paid more for the easiest job, right? But the complicated job, the one with Tenim, with all the potions and gems that we got and the new armor, we've come out all right in this quest. Anyways, that's all for this episode of Lore and Loot. Join me next time as we continue on the Wolverine Hall Fighters Guild questline. Until then.